If any of y'all are not fulfilled by the work that you do, I really hope that my take on this might be able to help you out or push you in the right direction somehow. Human beings are pretty complicated characters. We have three major parts to us. That includes the mind, the body, and the soul, or as I like to say it, the head, the hands, and the heart. And when it comes to work in our daily life, we have to go out and find a job. A job is something you do to make money. And a job is going to use at least one of those three aspects of who you are, be it your head, your hands, or your heart. If your job does not engage all three of them, then chances are you're not going to be truly fulfilled or actualized by your work. But that's okay. It's great if you can make money at all three of them, but a lot of us, we just can't quite do that. So we need to keep in mind not to neglect the other parts of who we are in our work. I'll give you my personal career as an example. Most of the jobs that I've took on, they involve my head. I'm an occupational safety and health specialist. That's how I make the majority of my money. As far as my hands are concerned, I'm a martial artist. I have made money at teaching jiu-jitsu and self-defense, but it's definitely not my main breadwinner by no means. Work that I do from the heart is my art. My heart is my art. All of the stories that I share, both fiction and nonfiction, my cartoons that I make, my memes, those are my works of passion. That is the work that I do with my heart. If you're at a point in your life and you want to change jobs, I want you to consider, what is your motivator? I look at it as there are three different major motivators. There are security, passion, and freedom. And they're going to vary for every single person. And sometimes they can vary for the same person throughout different stages of their life. If your motivator is security, in other words, you want the job that's the sure bet, you want to have that constant paycheck and those insurance benefits, then choose that as your main primary deciding criteria when you're looking for a job. Be aware of that. If your main motivator is passion, in other words, you want to enjoy your job, figure out whatever it is that you enjoy doing the most and figure out how to monetize it. Maybe make content with it. Maybe sell some sort of stuff that's adjacent to it. Or if you're like me and your number one motivator is freedom and you want to be the boss, figure out a way to do whatever it is you do, but put yourself in an entrepreneurial position for it. Sometimes we might feel like we work a pointless job because from our vantage point, we might think that we're not contributing to society any with the work that we do. And that is very possible. But what you do for money does not necessarily have to contribute to society. You need money, but you can contribute to society with your other careers, the careers that are tied to the other parts of who you are that you don't make money off of. I make a lot more money off of doing safety, but I think I contribute a lot more to society with all of my martial arts career and the art that I produce. But I want to leave y'all with this story. In case you ever feel like you're working a pointless job and you just don't feel fulfilled and you're not contributing to society, once upon a time, there was a man who was a famous flatulist. His name was Roland the Farter. And he was a performing flatulist. He farted for many great people, many wealthy people, and they paid for him to continue his performances. He had a very long career of entertaining many people, and he lived like a king. So yes, Roland the Farter, he didn't solve world hunger, he didn't cure cancer, but he was a very happy person, and he lived like a millionaire for the people of his day and age. So sometimes pointless stuff sells and people still value it in society. Value is subjective. Figure out what makes your life valuable and do it. Find work that uses your head, your hands, and your heart. But also, don't forget to pay your bills. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll holler at you soon.